Hello, friends. Welcome to Learn English with Stories. Today's story is about a kind princess, a jealous queen, and 7 little friends. Let's learn English with The Magical Tale of Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful girl named Snow White. She had fair skin, red lips, and black hair. She lived in a big castle with her stepmother, the queen. The queen was proud and jealous. She had a magic mirror. Every day she asked, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?" The mirror always said, "You, my queen, are the fairest of all." But one day, the mirror replied, "Snow White is the fairest of them all." The queen was angry. She wanted to get rid of Snow White. She called the huntsman and said, "Take her to the forest, don't let her return." The huntsman took Snow White to the woods. But he was kind. He said, "Run away and never come back." Snow White ran deep into the forest. In the forest, she found a small cottage. She knocked on the door. Nobody answered, so she went inside. It was a tiny, neat house. Everything was small: chairs, cups, and beds. She was tired and fell asleep on one of the beds. Soon, 7 little men came home. They were dwarfs, and they worked in the mountains. "Who is sleeping in my bed?" asked one. They were surprised to see the girl. Snow White woke up and said, "My name is Snow White. Please let me stay. I have nowhere to go." The dwarf smiled and said, "You can stay with us." Snow White lived happily with the dwarfs. She cooked and cleaned for them. But far away, the queen again asked her mirror, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?" The mirror said, "Snow White, who lives with the 7 dwarfs, is the fairest of all." The queen was shocked and angry. She made a plan. She disguised herself as an old woman. She took a poisoned apple to the cottage. Snow White saw the old woman and said, "Hello, who are you?" The queen said, "Try this sweet red apple, my dear." Snow White took a bite and fell to the ground. She was in a deep, magic sleep. The dwarfs came home and cried. They put her in a glass coffin. One day, a prince came to the forest. He saw Snow White and said, "She is so lovely, I want to help her." He kissed her gently. Suddenly, Snow White opened her eyes. The spell was broken. The dwarfs cheered with joy. The prince said, "Will you come with me, Snow White?" She smiled and said, "Yes." Snow White and the prince went to the castle. They got married and lived happily ever after. Let's review some important words. Stepmother, a mother by marriage, not birth. Mirror, a glass that shows your reflection. Fairest, the most beautiful. Huntsman, a man who hunts animals. Dwarfs, small magical men. Poisoned, something that can hurt or kill. Cottage, a small house. Coffin, a box where someone rests after death. Spell, magic that causes change. Thanks for watching the story of Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs. Did you enjoy the story? What was your favorite part? Tell us in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more easy English stories. See you in the next video.